Hello, athletes and fans of bodybuilding. Tarek El-Guindy with the Mr. Olympia. I'm here with the voice of bodybuilding, the master of ceremony for the Mr. Olympia, Bob Cicherillo. Bob, sad news.
Yeah.
One of the most popular bodybuilders of our time suffered an injury, and he will not be competing at the 2023 Mr. Olympia. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, this was devastating news when we saw it. Nick Walker, the mutant himself. Big fan base out there. People love what he brings. He's a freak on stage. Everybody picking him anywhere from winning the show to 5th place. We put out our predictions last week, but the one thing that we never saw coming was that he would actually not be in the Olympia. Listen, nobody ever forecast an injury. I hate to minimize it, but thank God it's just that, because listen, we've had people that we've lost here, like George Peterson just a few years ago. So to hear it's just an injury of that type of nature, okay, good for that, you know what I mean? He's a young kid. He's got his whole career ahead of him, but man, this is devastating news, not only for the fans of Nick Walker, but for the fans of the Olympia. And let's face it, even though the other competitors are competing against him, they don't ever want to see a competitor go out like that.
No, I had a chance to speak with some of the bodybuilders, and they were actually depressed. They were like, man, Nick is one of those guys that brings the energy on stage. The key question is, how does that change the lineup? Now we don't have the mass monster there. Who benefits from the fact that Nick, unfortunately, is not there?
Well, all of them, to answer your question. Nick is a perennial top guy. Okay, now where he would have finished, we don't know. But let's just say for conversation, he would have been 3rd or 4th. Everybody's going to move up a slot. Okay, now who does it benefit? Well, to me, the Brandon Currys, Andrew Jack, Hunter Labrada, those guys who are kind of on that surface of scratching on that top 3, they're all going to move up a spot. So while it's sad to see, I mean, it does create opportunity for these guys, obviously, to move up a notch, put a few more bucks in their pocket, and unfortunately, Nick will have a front row seat. He's going to have to sit this one out and watch it.
Guys, I was in Las Vegas 2 weeks ago, and I actually filmed Nick Walker working out hamstrings, and he looked incredible. His separation was insane. He had a great workout. You know, nothing happened. It's one of those things that happens in our sport. And I know Nick Walker will be back at the 2024 Mr. Olympia. Nick, we're all praying for you. We're going to see you here at the Olympia, and you are a revolution. Bob, your final thoughts. A lot of people are coming, a lot of people impacted by this, but in the end of the day, some guys, they need to do work, and they need to prove themselves on stage. What do you foresee happening at the 2023 Mr. Olympia after this injury?
Well, we got a dogfight on our hands here, and unfortunately Nick won't be on stage, but again, he'll be there, you know, watching these guys, and I'm sure it's just going to light his fire even more. We will see him in action before then. I predict that he'll be able to recover from this in a fairly quick time frame. We'll probably see him at the Arnold, going back to try to recapture another Arnold title. So I don't think it'll be too long that he's out of action, and then hopefully a return to the Olympia stage next year. What's it mean for the other guys? Well, they're all going to have to fight it out, man, because we've got some good competition. Even though one guy's out, we've got some great competitors up there. Obviously, can Hadi Choopan repeat? Can Derek Lunsford take it all? He's established himself. Samson Dauda really established himself with that Arnold Classic win. He's a front runner. Those 3 guys, in my opinion, are going to be battling it out for the title. And then again, you can't ever count out the champ. The only other Mr. Olympia on that stage is Brandon Curry. Don't sleep on him. Andrew Jack is the biggest guy that's going to be out there. He's going to be towering over these guys, but does he have the muscle maturity to contend? And you still got Hunter Labrada, you know, bringing his full package. It looks like he's finally got it down where he's got it, where when he gets on stage, he's not pouring water out. So it's probably going to be the best version of him that we've seen. So we still got a hell of a show for you.
Guys, we are here at the 2023 Mr. Olympia. Bodybuilding is one of the most exciting sports and is also one of the hardest sports. You have to work out under the condition of getting conditioned. Nick Walker is a great warrior. Like Bob said, he should be back at the Arnold. We're going to see him at the 2024 Mr. Olympia, and we'll see him for many years to come. I'm Tarek El-Guindy with the Mr. Olympia, with the voice of bodybuilding, Bob Chick. We'll see you next time.